So one of the biggest issues going on in real estate right now, it's actually been going on for years, is all about appraisal values. Appraisal value. So what is appraisal value? What does it mean? How do you win big as a seller? Like how do you put an extra 5, 10, 15, and up to $50,000 in your pocket when appraisals come up short? Just different tactics, conversations, scripts, things that I use in my business to help my people put an extra 5, 10, 15, 20, and up to $50,000 in their pocket over appraisal value that most agents don't even know exist. If they knew, they would use it. I use this tactic with other agents. It works like a charm, and I'm going to give it all to you in just a minute. So all the other agents out there, oh yes, local agents in Houston that I've used this on, you are going to hear it. I'm going to show you how to put it into work and make it work for you and your clients. And if you're a home seller, this is a tactic you can use as well, or something you can keep in your tool belt to help you make more money when selling your property. It's phenomenal. It's worked like a charm so many times. I'm about to drop it for you in a minute, so stay here. I'm Ozzy Ramirez, the AskOzzy.com real estate team with EXP. I'm also with Agents Empowering Agents, which means I train agents every single day on how to make more money, sell for more profits. I'm also with Relaunch Live. We travel all over the United States and teach the biggest and best real estate agents. And I'm going to give you something absolutely free right here for everyone to share with whoever you want to help put you an extra 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe even $50,000 in your pockets. Without further ado, here we go. So first off, appraisal values. We know that appraisal values have been crazy, and I'm going to be talking fast because I've got a Uber coming to catch a flight to New Orleans like in the next 10 minutes. So here we go. Appraisal values. What is an appraisal value? If somebody's getting a mortgage, they have Wells Fargo or Chase. Wells Fargo or Chase hires an appraisal company to come out, determine the value of a property. That appraisal largely is to protect the bank. To protect Wells Fargo, Chase, or whatever lenders, to make sure they're not over lending on a property so they don't end up losing their ass later if things go south. That's what an appraisal is. Here's a crazy thing, and I have this little diagram, and you're going to look at my drawing and think, what the hell is wrong with this guy? But this is the issue with appraisals. This is your house selling today. Your house right now could be selling for $350,000. An appraisal is built off the past. An appraisal is built off of what is sold in the recent history in your area. Here's a problem. A problem sold here for $320. A property sold for $325 or whatever price per square foot. Sold for $335 and $340. You're under contract for $350. These don't support your value, so now you're screwed. Even though on a daily, if not weekly basis in real estate, prices are changing. Prices are going up like crazy. So here we go. This is one of the greatest tactics I've ever used to keep money in the pockets of my sellers and for myself as well. And here's how it works. Nowadays, because the market is what it is, things are moving a little quickly. A lot of times when you put the property on the market for a good value, you're going to get multiple offers. You get multiple offers in. They come into my email account. I'm talking to my seller. I add up all the offers that are coming in. I tell my seller, hey, Mr. Seller, here's what we're going to do. We are going to let all these offers come in. I'm going to look over them. I'm going to tell all the agents you have until, so let's say it's Saturday and the open house is happening. Things are crazy. I tell all the real estate agents that have shown the house and all the agents that have submitted offers, I say, hey, everybody, you have until Tuesday at noon to submit your offers. I want your best offer you can possibly submit me. I'm going to package them. I'm going to give it to my seller. My seller's going to make a decision. You've got a decision to make. What ends up happening is I end up narrowing down, like with my seller, to the top 1, 2, or 3. We take those 1, 2, or 3, and there's many different reasons why we accept a top 1, 2, or 3, or make them a top 1, 2, or 3. Sometimes it has to do with price. So yeah, you want top dollar. We want to make sure we're getting over the 350, and that often happens in a competitive market like right now. And you get all excited about the top dollar one, but some of those top dollar offers, they could be FHA, they could be VA, or they could be something that requires a little more appraisal conditions and things like that. And if you look, sometimes those buyers are putting a lot less money down, and that can be painful for a seller, because if they're putting less money down and they have less capital, and the appraisal comes up short, it could put you at a loss and put you in a bad situation where you're either not happy with that buyer and you have to accept it, or you have to dig back into all the other offers and go find a better buyer. So a lot of times I coach my sellers and I say, here's number one. The highest offer isn't always the best offer. It may be an offer that's right in the middle. So maybe it's not the best, but maybe it's not the worst, but it's right in the middle. But let's say that buyer has 50, 60, $100,000 they're putting down on that property. What it tells me with that particular buyer is they are financially stable. They're probably going to be easy credit. Most of those people are conventional buyers, and they have the expendable or the extra income or extra dollars saved up. So if the appraisal comes up short, that person may actually be your best buyer to cover the difference and the seller not to lose their butt on that deal. And this is where the value comes in. Here we go. So this is what I do. Let's say I'm looking at 3 offers. I've got offer A, B, and C. One of them has a large amount of money to put down. I tell my seller, this may actually be your best offer, and they say, why? And I say, because if appraisal comes up short, which it could happen because of this type of situation, we want to make sure that you're not taking the full loss on the appraisal short. And here's how I explain it to the other agent. I call the agent and I say, Agent B, here's the deal, Agent B. We have buyer A and we have buyer C. We have agent A and we have agent C. They've all submitted offers. We like yours the best, and I'm going to tell you why. In your offer, your buyer seems to have the most liquid cash available, and that's important because you and I both know that appraisal has been coming up short, and that's not our fault. It's the appraiser's fault most of the time because they're valuing for the bank, and that's kind of their protection. But here's the deal. Agent B, I'm going to ask you a question. You wrote this offer at this price, $350,000. You're a good real estate agent. I know, I've seen you around, and I believe you're smart. And I don't believe you would let your buyer write an offer that was worth more than what the property was worth, right? You're going to write a fair offer for your buyer because you're smart, right? And they say, yeah, great. So you agree that $350,000 is a good price? Yes. Your buyer obviously agrees that $350,000 is a good price? Yes. Because they wouldn't have signed the offer and sent it over to me. I agree that $350,000 is a good price, and I'm a good agent. I've been doing this for a while. You see me around. And my seller believes it's a good price, and we want to get into contract on this $350,000 offer. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you, Agent B. If you, me, the buyer, and the seller all believe that this price of $350,000 is a good price and it's fair for everyone, yet the one person, the appraisal, believes it's only worth $340,000, should my seller take a loss because of one person's opinion, or should my seller be compensated fairly based on the 4 people's opinion? Should we go with 4 good opinions or 1 bad opinion? You make a decision, Agent B, and I'm going to tell you this is going to be a large indicator of if we go into business together and if your buyer gets this offer today. And the agent often says, well, man, I got to agree with you. We should go with the 4, right? But the appraisal, but yeah, we should go with 4 opinions over 1, right? Good deal. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to go ahead and pre-negotiate and write into an amendment. And there's also waivers. There's all kinds of ways to do it. There's waiver contracts. There's all kinds of things. I'm going to, for shortness of time, I'm going to knock this out real quick. You write a pre-amendment that the buyer agrees to pay up to $5,000 of the appraisal short, not to exceed the sales price of that contract. And what happens is your seller, when it comes up short, the buyer's already agreed to that $5,000. So let's say it's $350. The appraisal comes in at $340. That buyer's already covered $5,000 of a deficit, so now we've only got a $5,000 loss, and your seller's got a decision to make at that point. Yet we have already protected $5,000 of our seller's money. Now, there's other things we do as well. We may file an appeal. We may send over new comparables to the appraisal to see if they can bump that number up. I know here in Pearland I had a deal where it was a less expensive property. I want to say we're at like $225,000 or $250,000. It did come up about $12,000 short. We had the buyer agree to that $5,000. Then I actually went and I appealed. We got it pushed up another $2,500. So I made my seller an extra $7,500 net in their pocket because of this negotiation tactic and what I just explained to you guys. So if your agent doesn't know this script, if your agent doesn't know how to convey this, if your agent doesn't know how to go and get that buyer's agent eating out of the palm of their hand with this type of conversation, you might be missing out. For the real estate agents, I hope you watch this. I hope you put it into play. I hope you help your sellers make more money. This is free information I'm giving to you because it has helped me, myself, and a lot of my sellers put a whole lot of money in their pocket, and I love bringing value. So that's information I'm giving you for free. And the sellers, I hope it helps you too. If you guys need any help If you guys want to learn more about this type of stuff, 17 years, 1,500 properties transacted. I'm going to give away all the information, all the knowledge I can because I love you guys. I want you to grow. I hope this helped today to help people make more money. And I got to get out of here. Once again, Ozzy Ramirez with EXP, with the AskOzzy.com real estate team, agents, empowering agents, and Relaunch Live. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day. I got to go.